We are live. This is a beautiful, beautiful area in Los Angeles. They have great vacation properties down here for sale. And they have homes on the side of the road that are up for sale. You got blankets already provided. Now I had to come down here. We needed actually edge protectors for our loads that we're picking up, and I just heard a rooster. This is the area I picked up in. I actually picked up from this place right here. They're actually a tractor and trailer supply company. They have lots of mobile condos for sale down here. And here I am with my commercial vehicle. There's a nice apartment complex here for sale. Looks like somebody lives over here. There's a spot right there for sale. But I'm gonna get out of here. That guy's chicken. I heard a chicken. I was coming over to get that chicken and eat it, but I wanted to eat it for later. But we've been looking for edge protectors. Me and Mama stopped at a bunch of places in Tucson, and Bradley was very helpful in helping me find this place, and I appreciate it. I appreciate his help. These are the edge protectors that we got. We need 20 of them per truck. We actually wanted a couple hundred of them, but nobody has them. And the places we did find that had one or two of them, they wanted $63 a piece. So Bradley found me this awesome place. It's new shopping center, shopping mall down here in East LA, wherever the hell I'm at. And Jonathan, thank God I didn't bring her with me. They said that I would have to run in and get it from the street, because there was no parking. They didn't have any parking facilities. So I told Jonathan just to head up to Bakersfield without me, because there was no sense of us taking two trucks in downtown Los Angeles to get this stuff. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make this turn. This is freaking incredible. And they have a nice fire hydrant there on the corner. They got the garbage cans out there in the street. I don't even think I'm going to be able to make this turn. Matter of fact, I know I'm not going to be able to make this turn. I'm going to have to move them damn garbage cans if I stand a chance. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Let me look at this. I might just back up down the street. Here's a nice umbrella if anybody's looking for a patio umbrella. It's in pretty good shape. I think it's actually, I might actually be better off making this turn, because I can get all the way over there and go around. I think I can actually make this turn. Okay, these are empty. Nobody's gonna shoot me for that's full. That feels like it has a body in it. This shit. Smashed my finger. Them are like 200 goddamn pounds. This is nuts. How all these people join the crowd. Go on. Huh? Yeah, okay. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, you freaking idiot. He's saying there's no way I'm gonna make it. So he has no faith in me. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I think I can make that, but I don't know. This guy's wanting to get down the street. He's like, there's no way you're going to make it. You have to reverse. You have to reverse. I think he's right though. Oh, then look at where the UPS guy parks. Right there. This lady's probably stomping down because I moved her trash cans. It literally felt like there was 2 or 3 bodies in those things. So I think he's right though. I'm not gonna make that turn. So I'm gonna have to reverse here. And there's cars behind me. So this is now, any second now, I'm gonna have this broker call me and want to know where I'm at. This is what I'm looking at down this way. I don't know if you can see that. I gotta go back down there. Smack it, folks, now. So I am going to reverse all the way down this beautiful community. This is kind of like I had one of my students. There's cars actually turning around behind me and going the other way, so that's nice. Now I'm waiting for the guy to jump under my trailer and say that I hit him. So this is I had a guy with me that he worked over in Afghanistan or Iraq, and he rode in one of those convoys with like 200 trucks, and they had every 20 trucks, every 20 semis, they had like a Humvee, and they ran supplies through the desert. And there was back then it paid like $360,000 or something, tax-free money for anybody that wanted to do it. Well, he did it for like eight or 9 years, and he came back, and I got him as a student. And this guy, I got a UPS driver. He's not gonna want to turn around. That's the guy that went the other way. I really don't know how I'm gonna fucking get out of here, unless I back out the same way that I pulled in forward. But I'm gonna have to back out into a busy road. Here I am. This is I guarantee you, I mean, if you want, but what I was getting at is, he would say that they would go through these neighborhoods, and the one thing that would really piss the truck drivers off is they would go hours and hours and hours in the desert, and that was fine. They had to worry about sniper fire there, but the one thing that they hate is when they would come into the little towns and they had to drive through the towns. And sometimes the guy would have the directions wrong, and after they went through a town, which they notified everybody that they were there, so if they would have to turn around and go back through that town, that's when they were really jeopardized. Because everybody knew that they were there, and mostly every time that they had to turn around and come back, they had fire. They got fired upon. I got to look for one of these areas where I can back up into where I don't have to. Yeah.
Don't use that first turn you get to. Use that second, because the first turn you get to got turns.
Right.
That one, and they ain't got a whole lot of turns.
Okay.
One just don't go behind.
Yeah, I know. He's got to figure out that he's got to back up. So I got a guy. This is a guy. This is a Connecticut person right here. This person lives in Connecticut. They don't get any. They'll drive up on sidewalks. They'll look at this guy here. He's coming around from the sidewalk. There he goes. Well, the thing that I was getting at is that I went through this neighborhood, and I'm sure there's stellar people in this development through here, but some of them are, you're usually okay as a truck driver to go through these places once, but if you have to go back through it, yeah, that's where you run into your problem. So anyway, I'm going back through it, and I'm going through it backwards. And I still don't know. I wish I could find me a nice ass place to back into. This place that I purchased from, they have a gate. See, these cars are so tight on this road, I don't think I'm going to, there's another semi coming in behind me. Now we got a problem. Okay, he's turned. And he has a little trailer. Okay, he turned down a side road. This side road right here, I might be able to turn around in. I think this is where I stand a chance here. Let me wipe this camera off. That guy was willing to help me out. I am going to I'm going to take another look at this street down here. Well, like I was about to say, any minute now I'm going to have the broker call. The broker that's at his house, grilling out in the backyard, throwing toys to his kids in the pool. He's going to be calling me. There's that chicken again. I want to try to get that chicken. I think I got a chance at... Okay, I'm going to go down this road right here. There's another semi down there. I can back into here. There's trucks driving down there. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm not gonna back into there. If I back into there, I need this room over here to swing my truck around. I was thinking of I'm gonna back all the way up, and I'm gonna make a right-hand turn there, because that's about the only turn I can make. I don't want to back all the way down to the road, but this is yeah, going back to the broker. playing with his kid in the pool. He'll be calling in a minute, saying, "What? Are you gonna make that load on time? I got tracking. I got tracking on your truck." This guy was very helpful in the. There's cars behind me that don't realize they need to change their lifestyle just for a little bit. Waiting for someone to run out and say that I hit their RV or their house and want reimbursement from the Delgado bus. Alright. Oh, I see what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to head down this road. Now this idiot waits all that time. That's what he does. I hope he hits that fence. There's Lassie. So I'm going to go down this road. I'm gonna go down this road right here because it has a nice wide turn. I'm gonna back across the road into here, and then I'm gonna go back the way that I came in. Here's a person that's got it all figured out. This guy's concerned about me. He knows I'm trying to get up out of here. So I'm gonna go down this road. I'm gonna try not to hit anybody's house. Miss that car over there. This is some prime real estate right there. Whoever left that stuff, that's a corner lot. That is a corner lot, and they left it unattended. So this guy's still gonna try to squeeze through. Look at him. He's just gonna sit there like, where in the hell was he gonna go? All right, now I'm gonna back up. Across the street. There goes the mailman. Alright. But I'll let him bide. So this business establishment actually told Bradley, Mr. Delgado, that this is plenty of room for trucks down here. There are cars parked on the street. Now I got to get across the street without somebody hitting me or running into my trailer. Now, as long as somebody doesn't come down this street. Oh, there we go. There we have it. We have somebody coming down the street. But I don't care. I'm gonna let them. I don't even know if I'm gonna make this turn. Jesus criminy. Oh, man. This damn truck right here. I'm gonna try it. Hell with it. This truck right here is kind of messing up my program. Now, I am going to get out of here, but am I going to make it to Bakersfield in time? Is the question. Now I just have to get past this trailer without hitting it. This truck. This is insane. These kids, and I ain't gonna make it. I am not gonna make it. This guy, actually, I might have to get out and move this guy's kids' toys. But I think I'll make it. This guy, I never realized you could just set up a nice house out here right next to your work. So this is what I gotta try not to hit. This, I'm gonna make this. I just gotta move this kid's toys out of the way and this air conditioner. I don't want to smash this. Now, I don't know, man. This trailer's gonna close up on that real fast. Oh boy. You're probably homeless people in them. Yeah, I thought maybe, just maybe, my trailer's gonna close up real fast on that, and I don't have nowhere to go on the other side. So I can either back up. They could have probably actually opened their gate for me to. See, my mirror's about to hit this house right here. All right. This is the freaking guy that just let this kid out. Go, man. Go. I got shit to do. I ain't gonna make it. You see that? In the mirror. I'm right on that damn house. So now I'm gonna have to back up. Cars right here. I was real close to making that. I still got another truck to get by. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh my God, there's a truck back there. Well, I thought I was out of room and a truck came out. So I need to go see what's going on over here. Alright. Past that. These Go on. That lady couldn't wait to get out, so I'm gonna try my luck down here, cause that ain't gonna work out. So this here, I came and got. Now we have edgers. We have edge protection. We were wanting to get a little better edge protection, and we decided to try to pick it up before we picked up this load. We're hauling too late. Look at this guy on the corner here. So the thing is, this guy is not going to be there all day. He's right on the freaking corner. And I think that still. If that guy wasn't there, I could do this corner. Let me see here. I go over. Now this is something just something a truck driver can go through in the day, and then he finds out his wife calls him. Here's my daughter calling. She's calling. Right now, I almost don't want to leave here because this is my. How much longer are you going to be? How much longer are you going to be? 5 minutes? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just filling that up for something? What are you just filling that up to spread the water somewhere? Oh, okay. All right. He's cleaning out the sewer drain, so the thing is, I gotta decide. I know I can make that turn, and he's blocking me. So I can go down the next road down here and go up, but it might be the same damn situation that I'm running into every corner. This is the widest corner I've seen, where nothing's in the way. But this is something a guy can, a truck driver can go through, and then have his driver manager bitching at him that, what are you doing, you know? This is a classic situation that a driver manager or broker will call you after you're. Now, thank God I haven't been I haven't been a pro. Nobody's tried to rob me. Nobody's tried to sell me jewelry. Nobody's tried to sell me any kids. You know, but then you get through that, and I'm gonna wait for him. That's my best bet right there. So I'm just gonna relax. But then a truck driver, then his wife will call and say, oh, the check, you know, why isn't your check in the bank? And then you call your driver manager, and your driver manager was like, oh, it was in, I don't know why they didn't do it. And then you end up getting a payroll, and then payroll says, oh, well, there was something, one out of 3 sheets, and you only sent 2 sheets. You know, so they don't pay you, and then you go ape shit. You know, and drivers start doing all kinds of crazy shit. But this is one thing that I would tell my students, even in truck stops. They'd get excited if they couldn't get somewhere, if something was in the way or somebody was telling them to hurry up. They would panic, and a lot of these situations here, truck drivers get in, and it's going to happen. But it's how you react to it is what really makes it worse or better. And it's generally the truck driver panics, and he does something dumb and makes the bad situation even worse. And I would always tell my students, I would tell them, just sit here. Just put the truck in park and just sit here for 2 minutes. Sit here for 5 minutes. Just sit here for 5 minutes and watch how many times your situation changes. And it'll change in that 5 minutes when you go to panic, like if I would have panicked back there at that one corner, I would have tried to squeeze my truck through, and I guarantee you I would have hit that trailer, and that thing would have came right apart, and that's somebody's house. Somebody lives there. And so, or even after I've been through, I went to 3 corners and failed on 3 corners, and I come here and that guy's truck was in the way, it would have been easy for me to just say, oh, hell with it. Just swing around real hard and try to get out of there and then hit his bumper. And then I got a situation. There is an empty lot. Look at empty lot right there. Damn. If I only had my trailer with me, man. See, you gotta hit, when there's empty lots, you gotta jump on it. Out here, this is sunny California. Alright, so I'm out of that mess. And that was, especially with those cars around and the cars driving on the sidewalk and the people trying to squeeze by, and it's real easy to panic and do something stupid. And it's easy to get, if you're in an area and you're afraid, and it would be easy for a driver not to get out and look there. I got out and looked maybe 8 different times. It would be easy for a driver to be like, hell, I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out and looking, and then hit something. But hitting something in the hood or hitting something in Beverly Hills, it's still hitting something, and it still counts against your record. And even though if a truck driver hit one of those trailers back there, their whole thing would be like, oh, that pieces of junk, they shouldn't be there, they shouldn't live there, they shouldn't this and that. And just making excuses for making the wrong decision. But anyway, I was pissed off. I mean, I was getting more and more anxious as that went on. And like I said, the only thing that would have made that different, or would have been awesome, if I was really being bothered by people. But that actually, even though that was a really poor area, those were working people. If you notice, those trailers, those RVs, they're normally parked. Someone will get them and they'll put it right near their job. And so they get out of work, they may not have a license, they don't have a car, they don't have money for a car, they don't have money for an apartment, but they have a job. And they'll get those RVs and those campers out here, and they will get it close to their work. They'll put it on the street by their work. This guy's got some prime real estate. They'll put it by their work, and they'll go to work, and they can walk home, and they live in them damn things. And that's a big reason why I wasn't being heckled or harassed or asked for money or look like I potential robbery in progress, because all those people were working. All those people on that street that lived in those things were at work, and they were all respectful. That it looked like that colored fellow lived in that truck, and he wanted to help me out. He was really helpful. So but I finally got out of there. Now I don't know. I'm not going to get loaded today. The place closes at 2:30. I'm going to get there at 2:45, 2:43 without any problems. Any slowdowns, any accidents, anything to slow me down. I'm not going to get loaded. And Jonathan's getting loaded, and reason why I came and got these edge guards, because Jonathan's new truck don't have them. The truck she was driving, '02, had them, and when she went to her new truck, we didn't have them on there, and all the new trucks had them on there, and Mr. Delgado dropped the ball on that one. We didn't have supplies for that new truck. But the edge protectors that we do have, I have in my truck, and Jonathan's gonna make it. She's gonna make the pickup on time, but she's not gonna have edge protectors, so she's gonna have to wait till I get there to strap it down. But I am on my way, and as long as there's no, what time is it? Yeah, I don't have to worry about, I was going to say I don't have to worry about rush hour, but every hour's rush hour in Los Angeles. So I'm going to come up here. This is Imperial Highway. And I'm about to get on this bad boy. I knew it. I freaking knew it, man. That's why I told Jonathan to go ahead of me, because I'm like, you'll probably at least make it. But I'm going down Los Angeles at this time of day, which getting here was hell. But I don't know how long I took getting out of the Hamptons back there, but I'm not teasing that area either, you guys. I grew up in an area like that. We had the nicest RV on the street, though. We always had the nicest. So I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna fight this traffic. See what Brandon has to say. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Dude.
Hold on a minute. Oh shit, I just turned off my map. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I'm gonna get on this freeway. 90210. I think that was 90202. Fresh from 90202, California style. What's up? Yeah.
Like I'm supposed to do something, and then this dude goes to pass me, and there's 3 trucks in front of me. So he goes to pass me, and then cars start coming. So then he just puts on his blinker and just drives like into my truck, I was driving 60 miles an hour on the shoulder.
He hit you?
No.
Oh.
I was on the shoulder. No, I didn't let him hit me, but I'm saying he just merged into me. Like, he just got over like I wasn't there. And like I was driving 60 miles an hour on the shoulder.
Oh, wow. All right. I thought you said he rammed into you.
Okay, if I didn't move, he would have rammed into me.
Right.
Turn second left on
And then, like, he was next to me, like, looking at me stupid, like I was the one with the problem.
Well,
So then, we're driving, and we get to a way station where you got to pull up the highway, and he's right in front of me. Like, he didn't go nowhere. So we're in the way station. He waits before me and Becca, and then he pulls up and parks. Like, he parks in a spot. And then I go off the scale, and then I'm waiting there. I'm just waiting for Becca to get off the scale. So me and Becca pull out, and he pulls out after us.
so he sat there and waited for you?
Yeah, so I don't know if he thought, like, I was going to pull up to him and confront him, or I didn't know if he thought we were going to go inside the weigh house and, like, tell on him or something. But he sat there that was why he sat there for us, for whatever reason, I don't know. But then he pulled out behind us, and then he stayed off in the distance for a long time. Like, wasn't passing us or nothing. So then we get to where it's 2 lanes. And then he comes up, and
He
I'm in the
might
left
have
lane.
stopped to see if he might have hit you or scraped you or something. You know, that when he originally stopped and was waiting, he probably didn't know if he may have tapped you or not. But go ahead. So he's following behind you for a while?
Yeah, so then we get to where there's a passing lane on 287, and he's like, I can see him creeping up, like he's getting closer, like he's definitely speeding up. So I just I'm like, and there's a FedEx in the right lane, but it's like kind of, we're like going up and down hill, so I can't really get speed to pass him. But I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the left lane, like, cause I'm like creeping up to the FedEx truck. I'm gonna be able to pass the FedEx truck before, like, the right lane ends, but he won't unless I get over. So I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, I'm gonna stay right here. So Becca stays right there too. She's doing what I do.
All right, watch the language a little bit. I was doing it live. I still have the camera on.
So she's doing what I do,
Yeah.
So I get past the FedEx truck. This guy comes up on the FedEx truck. The lane's running out. Becca's not slowing down, So he just cuts Becca off and gets in between me and Becca and passes the FedEx truck. So then Becca calls me and says, I'm calling the police on that guy. She's like, did you not see what he just did? And I'm like, he got over. Like, I knew there wasn't a lot of space, but she's like, he just cut me off, and I'm calling the police. And I'm like, well, did you try to? I'm like, and then she said, and he was recording, like he was recording, like, as he was passing me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I was like, well, did you try to slow down? And she's like, what? Yeah, he cut me off. What do you mean did I try to slow down? I'm like, we're not calling the police. I'm like, I know he ran me off the road earlier, and he's a total asshole. But I said, oh, you want to call the police? And I'm saying, he has video of us riding in the left lane, not passing anybody. And you're telling me he recorded the whole time, so he has you on video of the right lane not running out. You not letting him over or slowing down. And he had to get over. I'm like, we're in the wrong, and he has it on camera. Like, it doesn't matter if he's an asshole or not.
Right.
I'm like, the only thing, I said what we were doing there, I said was wrong. I said I was purposely staying in the left lane because I knew he was speeding up. But he recorded the whole thing. So what are you going to, like, there's nothing you can do. And I said, and I asked her, I was like, did you try to slow down?
Right. See, Where were you at? You were in Texas? Oh. But he ran you off the road. Right, right. You're talking about what he has video of. Right. Yeah. Well, that's all right. I got to go. I as long as he didn't hit you, I thought he hit your truck. Yeah. 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 Just get away from him. He was reckless to begin with, and now you're right. I mean, after he started recording was after he ran you off the road. So anything you do to him, it ain't gonna look good. So I just get away from him. Just yeah. Right. All right, dude. All right. Right. To get that, well, that's good you didn't do that. That's good you knew what he was doing. All right. Well, I gotta go. Be careful, man. All right. Love you. Bye. Well, that was Brandon. He had some road rage guy messing with him. Ran him off the road 65 miles an hour onto the curb. But that's what I said. That's what I was telling. Just, man, I don't even mess with truck drivers no more, man. That guy, I would have followed that guy back in the day when I was Brandon's age, and followed him up in a truck stop and smacked him right in the mouth. And nowadays, man, people are freaking crazy, man. That guy ran him off the road, probably on accident, or not. I mean, it could have been an accident, but I'm sure it happened as an accident. Then Brandon got back on the road. Then the guy came back and he was egging him on. So maybe it wasn't an accident. It sounds like he was egging him on after that. He's still trying to stay with them and messing with them and cutting Becca off and everything like that. But I just that would end up there's no good ending to that. They just had that guy on the news, that 66-year-old guy that was road raging with a guy, and he came up to his truck and shot him. The 66-year-old trucker shot the guy and killed him. But he came out of his truck. The truck driver never got out of his truck. He was approached by the guy in the car, angry, using foul language. He didn't know what that guy was going to do. He came up in his mirror. He felt threatened, and he shot him. But I had a student one time. We were in Orlando, Jacksonville, Florida, and we went for a delivery, and when we didn't make it, so we had to deliver the next day. So me and my student, we were trying to find a gym, Anytime Fitness, or it was Anytime Fitness at the time. They didn't have Planet Fitness then. And we came up to the light, and we were looking down the street, each street, and we were looking for the sign. And there was a kid next to us in a car. He was probably 20 years old. He had some hot chick with him with a bikini on, and he was like, what are you looking at? He started yelling at my student, and he was like a 56-year-old black guy from Atlanta. And I used to travel all the time. I always had a hammer on the driver's side, and I always had it to knock the pins on the trailers, because we always picked up meat loads, and they would always be rough on the trailers and the meat loads, and jerking the tracks were always messed up with the pins on our loads, and we had to slide the trailer when we picked it up, because all the trailers were slid back. So I always had a hammer right on the driver's side. And let me over there, sweet cheeks. So anyway, I was missing that hammer. Like, I noticed the last couple of days the hammer wasn't there, and I was looking for it. And well, this kid, like he's like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Like, he's thinking that my student was looking down and checking out his girl. So he hops out of the truck, out of his car, comes up to our truck, climbs up on the steps, puts his hand on the mirror and pulls himself up and sticks his head in the window, like spitting and like just jawing at the mouth, and then you hear this clunk. And he took that hammer. He had the hammer on the passenger side, and he did it sideways. He didn't hit it like he was hitting a nail, driving a nail into the wood. He had it sideways, and he clonked him on the top of the head. And this kid just dropped. It just dropped down into the road, and he's sitting there, and that light turns green, and I just take off. He's like, go, let's just go. So we left that knucklehead laying there in the road, and the only thing I was worried about was I was looking in my mirror. I'm like, man, I don't want to run this kid's arms or legs over driving out of here. Well, here we go. Here's the one thing that I couldn't have, and I have it. Surprise, 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 a slowdown. So anyway, it was funny that I was talking about that, how I was stuck in that neighborhood, and it's easy to get mad, and I knew now I lost my load, so that technically lost me a day's work. It lost me $1,000 at least, and then coming out of there, somebody messes with you, cut you off the road, and then you never know. You never know what a truck driver's been through or what he's going through, and you may not be running into him when he's in his right state of mind, and you just got to be safe out there. But that was in the 70s and 80s. That's Brooklyn for you. Well, my friend carried 2 baseball bats. One was metal. Yeah, I have I used to, I always had protection with me. I always was strapped in my truck, and I don't with me having my wife and being a foreigner and trying to get citizenship, things are real crazy with them. If you have a wife, if you have a fiance that's over here on a visa, and they take your car, like say you're teaching her how to drive and she don't have a driver's license yet or a permit, but she drove in the Philippines. A lot of people drive in the Philippines and they don't have a license. So if they come here and you let them drive your car, and they get a ticket and they get caught driving, they'll deport them, and that will screw everything up that you're doing there. If they break any type of law, it'll screw up everything that you're trying to do if you're trying to get your wife here permanently. So having a gun in a commercial vehicle wouldn't go over real good. So I never carried when Jonathan was with me in the truck, because I didn't want the chance of anything happening with her in the truck, with Dad in the truck. And but now we're in separate trucks. So now she has a traveling security, as long as I'm not sleeping. Hi, Raphael. Better prepared than sorry. Well, you guys, I'm gonna have to make a phone call and let them know I'm gonna be late. Where's my other phone at? I don't know if Jonathan made it there yet or not. I know if she's there, she would be doing a live on Facebook. But I'm on the 405 now. 405 north. I got to get up to I-5 and get across Grapevine. If I can just get to Grapevine, if I can get to I-5, I can go through there like a bat out of hell. That's like 8 lanes going across there. I can make up some time if I get there, but I ain't making no time in this. That don't leave yet, LOL. Alright, I can hang around. I can probably tell a couple more stories if nobody. I thought you guys would be bored of me by now. When I'm used to chasing Mama around with that camera, but I kind of wanted her to see. I knew that. I told her I do not want you going in downtown LA or in the area that I'm going. We would have had 2 trucks down there stuck in that. And then she hates, if you guys seen me today, I don't know if that was YouTube or Facebook, but she was backing up in a place, and she hates me telling her like what to do. She just wants me to shut up, because she can back fine. Like her and Brandon can back really, really good, and Jonathan was good. She understood it right away. But I can't shut my mouth. It's like I want to help her, and I see the mistake before she does it. And I think that's the thing she doesn't realize, that I see her mistake before she sees it. So I try to correct it before she sees it, and that upsets her. And then when I tell her to turn, I used to train. When I trained, I would tell the student passenger side. That means, because when you're outside of the truck, and you're given directions from the outside of the truck, everything's backwards. So it's confusing what you say. So I try to explain it where they're in the truck. So I'll say passenger side, and that means turn your wheel towards the passenger side. And I'll say driver side, that means turn your steering wheel towards the driver's side. And she cannot understand that. Till now, she doesn't. She just wants me to shut up. She's like, I know what I'm doing. Shut up. But that happened today, and it was a classic. Sometimes she gets really upset at me, but because then she'll make a mistake. She'll do what she thinks I told her, and it's opposite, and then the truck will go the wrong way, and then she knows, like, I would. Anyway. So I think, Jonathan, if you're watching this, I'm going to be there, hopefully. I don't even see why they got 55-mile-an-hour speed limits out here. They might as well just have it 30 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, because that's all you can go. It's looking like 245, but I think it's going to be longer than that. Let me see. You don't want to upset her, Pat. God help you if you did and do. Yeah, I know. And one thing, which I know there's a lot of guys that follow this channel that either have a Philippine wife, are talking to a Philippine girl, or are engaged, or in the process of getting their wife or fiance here. So they know one thing about Filipino women that I seen, is they don't, when they get upset, if something upsets them, it just don't turn off right away. It takes time. Like that's why I always try to diffuse stuff real fast, because I don't even want to get it to that point, because I know, and she doesn't get upset much, and it's almost rare. It's really rare to see her upset. When we started driving together, that's the only time we've ever disagreed or had. Where do I need to go? I need to get out of this lane. I'm in this lane for no reason. But she is like a perfectionist, and she takes this job like securement serious, tarping serious. She wants it perfect, and that's how she is with everything. Everything with cooking, the house, schoolwork, studying. She wants to do it perfect, and that just made me think of another funny story. We have, I have a problem with socks disappearing, and I like wearing black low socks, and we had, for a long time, we had my nephew living at my house. He's a male. Corey was at my house for a while until him and Ronan got a house. Brandon was at my house until he moved up from Florida. So we had a lot of guys living in my house, and I always had socks missing. And I would literally buy a case of socks, a case, I said a case, like a 20 pack, 24 pack of socks a month, sometimes weekly. And they always disappeared. They were never around. But I can go home when I get home and I can pull out my sock drawer and I guarantee you there'll be 20 socks in there with no match. And they're different kinds, 20 different types with no match. And I'm like, how the hell do I lose just one sock? Just one sock. So Jonalyn was noticing this, and she couldn't believe that she would go out and buy me a new pack of socks, and then they would be gone again. And then the ones that I had in my drawer, if she did laundry and she laid those socks out, none of them had a match. So after, I call them sock handcuffs, she makes sock handcuffs, and she'll take, when I take the socks off, she'll put a bobby pin. Is that it? What you call that? The bobby pin, the pins you used to do old-fashioned diapers with, like the cloth diapers for the babies. They put the pin on there. She got a whole case of those. And when I take my socks off and put them in the dirty clothes, she takes a bobby pin and she pins them together, so they're handcuffed together. And then she'll wash them, and she'll put them in my drawer. So all the socks at one time. Now that she's truck driving and she barely has time when we get home, she doesn't put that much time into it. But there was one time that I had every sock in my drawer had handcuffs on it. They were handcuffed together, and she's like, these suckers ain't getting away. I don't know where they're going, but they're not getting away again. But I could still, I did it the other day. I got out, I was wearing a shoe where most of the time I don't care if it's just a shoe that it's a high shoe and you're not going to see the sock anyway. I'll just throw on whatever's in there. But we were going somewhere and I had a low shoe on where you could see my socks, and I was trying to find two that matched, and I couldn't find two that matched. So she was about to look for them bobby pins, and but I have bags and bags of unmatched socks. Anyway, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. And a lot of times I actually bought a bunch of packages, and I had like over 100 pair of socks I had brand new, and like 3 months later I couldn't find one pair, and I think my kids were taking them and walking off with them. Or they'd always end up coming over our house and spending the night changing, and just hitting a sock drawer and underwear drawer. And that's what I'm like I don't know if, what's that guy's name, Mayweather. I'm like him when it comes to underwear. I wear underwear one time, so I have bags, packages and packages of underwear, and my boys know that, so they'll come in my room and just open all my underwear drawers full of underwear, with brand new underwear that still has the tape on it from rolled up. And I have underwear getting stolen a lot too out of my house. grandma said she was going to start putting hot sauce in the front of them and find out who was taking them. Pat, where are you? I'm in California. I'm north of Los Angeles. I'm on the 405, and I'm headed to over Grapevine to go over to Bakersfield, California. I'm supposed to be there to pick up a load of shingles, and they close at 2:30, and I'm going to be there at 2:45. So I knew that trip down from California where I was at, we were on our way to Bakersfield, and Bradley called and said he bought 50 edgers, which are right there. And they're very expensive if you buy them in the truck stop. I'm not sure how much he got them for, but we actually called one place that wanted $86 for one, and $86. And the truck stop, I think I seen them for actually like 45 or 49. But he said to run over there and pick these up. And I knew there was a huge chance that I wasn't going to make the load now, because it added an hour and 20 minutes, and that I knew I was going to run into other problems. So, which I did. I got stuck in a neighborhood, and now I just went through this 405. There was just a backup. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it, but Jonathan will be loaded, but I know she's going to, that storytelling is always hilarious and important info about trucking folks. That's true, Happy Chicks. So I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, and I knew going down there to get those was going to put me off. So I already know we're gonna spend the night over here, and I know Jonathan will be loaded, and I'll get loaded in the morning, unless they wait. You will get there when you get there, Pat. You will get. Picture where I'm at now. I know I'm past I-10. I haven't been in these neck in a while. Alright, yeah, this is gonna run right into 5. So we had Brandon gave me a heart attack today. He called and told me, he said, I actually thought someone hit him. I could have sworn he said someone hit me and ran me off the road. But Brandon was in the slow lane, and some guy moved over, and I guess he would have hit him, but Brandon pulled onto the curb and just rode 65 miles an hour down the curb until he could get back over. And that's one thing with having family members doing this, and my kids, every time my phone rings, my heart starts beating, and I'm hoping it's good, because we have, when you have multiple people in your family driving thousands of miles a week, your chances are greater. He didn't play the other Yeah, then the guy, I think we have cameras on our trucks, and I think it sounds like he was trying to mess with the man. He was egging them on after he ran Brandon off the road, in case we had it on camera, and tried to report it to his company. Truck's okay. I guess where I'm at, it's not okay. So I'm gonna get over one more lane. It sounded like he was trying to egg Becca and Brandon on and get them, videotape them, come up beside the truck, and hopefully try to get them throwing their hands up and like shouting, looking like they're road raging them. So he had some kind of evidence to show his safety if he got called on. There's the po-po. But Brandon didn't fall for it. He knew what the guy was trying to do. He was coming up on him, trying to videotape Brandon and get him doing something, and Brandon would hit his brakes every time the guy would pass him, and then he would let Brandon pass him, and then he would pass the guy would pass him, and then oh my God, what an idiot. So what we're probably going to do is, when I get up there, I'm going to help Jonalyn strap her load down, because she's going to be waiting for these edge protectors. She's going to be loaded, but she's not going to be, I bet you she'll be loaded and she'll have her straps on, and then she'll have them loose though, and we'll be able to put these edge protectors on, because her edge protectors are on truck 02, and Becca has that now, so her truck doesn't have a lot of the equipment that she needs. We were going to get it last weekend, but with switching the truck over and then being home and trying to do the personal things we needed, it was like our weekend was over before you knew it. It was over, and we didn't have that done. And we had to buy a new tablet for the Keep Trucking for her logs. We did that Monday morning, but we still got here Wednesday and made it here for our 6 o'clock appointment. The thing that sucked, if I got loaded, we could have been home really early Friday. We could have actually had a Friday afternoon off, and now we're gonna have like a Friday. We're gonna get there Friday night, Saturday morning, like we normally do. Hit the thumbs up too if you haven't hit that. I know I'm not Peni Trucker Girl, but she'll be mad at me if she won't let me come on here no more if I don't get thumbs up. And I mess up her whole gig. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get going. I really wanted to stay, but I have to call this place and let them know I'm gonna be late. Jonalyn hasn't called me either, so that kind of worries me a little bit that she hasn't called, because she should be there by now. But I'm going to call the place, let them know I'm going to be running late, and I'm going to call Jonalyn and make sure she's okay. But I'll be back on later up in up in Bakersfield. I forgot where we were going. Unless I get bored and I make my phone calls, I'll come back on. I don't normally have this many people listen to me at one time. But we love you all. We love all you guys. And we'll talk to you later. Peace out.